And I want also to bring to the attention of the public that, of course, you know, as you know, all of us, we are Uhuru supporters. We in the same party. But of course, there has been a deliberate attempt by this team Tanga Tanga to undermine the president in, you know, to achieve, you know, and to achieve his manifesto. And I will say this, that the members of parliament from Central Province, led by Ichung'wah and Moses Kuria, they've been on rampage. They've been all the time saying that the president has not done anything in Central Province.
Have you ever heard
me say
that?
I will want to say this.
Has he ever heard me say that?
Let me say
not you, but they've been caucuses.
Yes, exactly.
Then
and it has been in
don't
public,
bring your
you know,
rumors and propaganda here.
No, they've been caucuses.
Maybe
you
are
not he mentioned my name specifically.
Of course, you've been.
Has he ever heard me say that?
Yes,
the same way you mentioned he's part of the system.
Yes,
I think let it
that is system propaganda.
And let me tell you,
my people know what I say, and I say what I say in broad daylight.
Who is seated here?
Yes.
All these issues that are being raised by all the Waheshimiwa and the caucuses from Central Province, that the president is not doing enough in terms of development, that they want to think that somebody else is doing much better than the president. I want to tell you that it was a political setup against the president. They wanted to isolate the president from this community and his region. Why am I saying so? Today, when we go into the leadership of the House, he sits in the budget committee as a chair. So most of these issues are budgetary. If there was any resource allocation, he should have.
It also needs.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying he should have lobbied. I'm saying for Korea to stand and say Uhuru has not done anything, that our people are complaining. He's the vice chair of infrastructure, and he goes there and complain about infrastructure. So this is irresponsible leadership. But I will not say irresponsible leadership. It is a political tool that we are perpetuating, so that the president looks like he has not done anything. But then someone is doing much better than the president.
Okay. Another
Another thing that I also want to raise it to my friends, that the time to play politics is not yet. It is not yet. If there will be a political divide, this other political divide has not even chosen who is going to be the candidate. For them to claim that the candidate want to be eliminated is far-fetched. Who is the candidate on this other side? So that, because it is the candidate on this other side who should be now saying, I wanted to eliminate this. And by the way, if we never thought of eliminating Raila, who had numbers, despite the fact we had a very strong coalition of Uhuru Ruto, why will we think, or why will any other political process that is going to be established?
I almost agreed he's part of the system.
You know, no, I'm just saying, because for people to come up and say that someone needs to be eliminated because of political reasons, I will tell you, they are playing to the gallery.
Okay.
I want to tell these friends of mine that these positions one day will come and haunt some people. It is what you do today. It will be a legacy. It will destroy you or make you.
Okay.
The position, and I want to go back. No. Allow me to finish.
Yes.
I want to go back to this position of the deputy president. I come from the same region with the deputy president. These people talk about intimidation. How many times have they come even to our constituencies, threatening us? But have you heard us complaining? We don't complain because we know this is how the game is played.
Okay.
They just come and intimidate.
Okay.
And they say, we will deal with so and so. So I want to tell my friend that politics, you are also playing politics of threats. Because what you are trying to do in the gallery is threatening the president, not the system. You are telling the president, that handshake, we are watching, we will deal with you. That BBI, we will shoot it down. And let me tell you, there are no threats to these people. The threat is the handshake and the BBI.
Okay.
And I want to tell them, lastly, that
really
have they taken it positively?
Yes.
And play with it. Sometimes you beat someone on his own game. They should have run away with the handshake. They've run away with the BBI. Today I will tell you, Uhuru and Raila could not be together.
Okay.
But they have a reason.
Can let me just respond to something is raised
really
regarding the budget, because I sit as a chair of budget. Maybe Kutunyi has been too busy with the system not to be able to listen to me when I speak about the things that the Jubilee government has been able to deliver, from gas, electricity,
do we really have to go there?
to TVETs.
Do we really have to go there?
We have spoken about those things. Two, if you want to know the real definition of system, you just need to listen to Kutunyi. The system usually will use the name of President Uhuru Kenyatta as a human shield. Why? Because they are a couple of cowards who don't want to be seen. They will use Uhuru Kenyatta as their human shield so that they throw stones at whoever they want to throw stones at and hide behind Uhuru Kenyatta. That is what Kutunyi is trying to do here. Nobody has ever threatened you, Kutunyi, in your constituency. The fact that people have held functions, you have come to Kikuyu yourself.
Exactly.
Did you come to threaten me?
No.
Did I feel threatened?
No.
Why do you feel threatened if I come to your constituency?
Okay.
Because you have lost complete touch with your people, my friend.
But then
get back to your people, get in touch with your problems, push the agenda, stop pushing for the system agenda.
Let me tell you, let me correct you. I've not complained. They are the people
complaining, you have been threatened.
So if Iwawome is complaining, if Kuria is complaining, and you want
about specific
and if you want to
threats.
say, if you want to insinuate that complaining means that you have lost the ground, then there must the people who've lost the ground.
I want
to tell
tell Kutunyi,
yes.
I have complained about specific threats to life, not threats by you coming to constituency. Come to Kikuyu constituency even every day. By the way, move from Charangaji, come running Kikuyu.
That's personal.
No, move from here, come running.
Gentlemen,
or you dare to come running Charangaji.
Gentlemen, I need to end the show. I'm coming to Joy, but let's take a look at the cartoon of the week, gentlemen. I want you to comment about the cartoon of the week, and I'll begin with Joy on this cartoon of the week. Then tell me what you think. Could we have it on screens that are a little bit near the guests? Okay, right behind me here, Joy, they should run if you're not able to see that. Well, so that's a train of reggae and referendum.
In a train.
This is closer, Joy, if you can say it. All right. So that's the cartoon of the week. Your views on it?
Reggae has been diverted, not stopped. This is so cheeky with the offertory.
Who
it's
is
so
this?
Cheeky. It's Ruto with the offertory, and the reggae guys are on top of the train. Dancing.
Yes.
Nobody can stop reggae. I think one of the things that I see with this cartoon is, as a church person, I usually take great exception when people talk about how we are building the church with Ruto money. Because by the time he comes to church, there's a building there, man. He's not the one alichanga. So giving him the offertory, we are the ones who put money in that offertory.
They actually start with the church's contribution.
But be that as it may, I think the more serious thing that we need to understand is, you see, this train is headed to BBI Eldoret. I think it was already diverted from Eldoret. It's headed to Nakuru. So maybe they didn't get their facts completely right. But let's understand what BBI is right now. It's, as far as I'm concerned, it's an opportunity that everybody must take advantage of. And I'm very heartened when I see leader of majority Murkomen saying that they will participate, they will organize a rally, they will do it. Because even if we do nothing else with BBI, let us talk to each other. Because I've attended 2 or 3 of those rallies. There's plenty of side shows. But one thing you do here is the people who get an opportunity to talk, speak their heart. Forget about the big rallies, the little caucuses that happened before. And that is something I think as a nation we need. People need to wanahitaji kukohoa. So that I'm happy to happen. And the way that it has swept Ruto with it, I hope he also comes up and presents a paper so we hear his thoughts on some of these things that are going on.
This cartoon, I was trying to figure out who's the one who's drawn it, whoever sketched it, because it's very insulting. Insulting in the sense that one of those people look like is President Uhuru Kenyatta, the one in Rastafarian hat. And the other one is the real reggae man. Uhuru Kenyatta has never been in these reggae meetings. He's not a reggae man. The reggae man is known. He's the one with the guitar behind the person who's supposed to be Uhuru Kenyatta. About William Ruto being crushed or being pushed by, it looks like he's diverting the train or he's trying to stop it. I think I went for the BBI rally in Kitui. And in that rally, Raila Odinga told us that the BBI train has left the station and it has no brakes. Ukiachwa nayo shauri yako. And I asked myself, honestly, will I get my children, my 4 beautiful girls and my wife into this train with no brakes and being driven by someone who is dancing to the reggae tune? And now you can see the offertory, the guy holding the offertory thing. I've heard them say, I heard Raila say the other day that part of what they will want to see with BBI is to limit how much we give in churches. And in fact, the leader of minority attempted to bring a motion to parliament to limit how much I can give to my church. I have been giving to my church way long before I became a member of parliament. As Joyce says, I was in a church function this Sunday in Kibirisia, in Meru, in Bore constituency. The first contribution of millions was not from the deputy president, came from the church's congregation. The rest of us, I gave 100,000 shillings by check, because it was a Catholic church, and you know there's a bishop who told us to be giving checks. So I'm a very law-abiding and obedient Christian. When I go to a Catholic church, I cannot give cash, I give a check. So that if you want to check where my money has come from, you will be able to see.
Okay.
Therefore, if this BBI train has no brakes, cannot stop, maybe we need to relook into what it is carrying. And I think that is a conversation we should have gotten into. The Uhuru Kenyatta BBI was a clean BBI. It is a BBI of building bridges that he started way before this handshake. He started it in 2012. Uhuru Kenyatta was very particular, and that is why we have all along supported the BBI process as was espoused by Uhuru Kenyatta.
Okay.
The reggae BBI, that one,
you don't agree with
I have a few issues with it.
You know, it is, going back to history, it is unfortunate that 2005, then the deputy president opposed the referendum, then at that time. Then again, 2010, then you oppose again. Then again, oppose investigation. So everything you oppose, even the handshake you oppose, then the BBI you are opposing. Honestly, sometimes it reaches a point as a human being and as a leader, you pause for a while and you ask yourself, am I opposing for the sake of opposing, or there are really legitimate concerns? I think it has reached a point for the deputy president to sit down and try to reflect to how far he has come and the far he's going. Okay. I think those are the things that we must ask ourselves. And then two, on the issue of the reggae, let me remind him even, the reggae, no one can stop reggae. It was even a song that was coined by the president. When he was saying, now you guys, you go and Trump support for this, it was him. So then people to introduce the issue of Raila.
Did he use reggae?
I'm telling you, know, that is a story for another day. Because, you know, the fact that you guys, you are seeking attention by making a lot of noise to understand this thing, perhaps maybe you might not understand. But I will tell Ichung'wah and the group that there was an opportunity, and she has said, as she had said earlier, this is a very good opportunity for you to discuss issues affecting this country through this BBI. Okay. You know, forget about the issues of the side shows. Okay. She understands the political process. It will come with all manner of shenanigans. But I will expect them to take time and say, what is this BBI? On the issues that we want, can we table? You understand? And in fact, even the reggae we were taking reggae to Eldoret. And I will say, the members of parliament from that region did threaten that if you bring this thing, sisi hatutaki. Now, you know, sometimes leadership calls for sobriety, where you allow also divergent opinion. If they feel like this thing is wrong, they will wait. There is a process. After giving, why, if you think that it is not good for you, why don't you give a divergent opinion? Okay. And they say, this is the document that I want, that will form the basis for a referendum question. Then we will have two referendum questions. Then you say, for us, we are supporting this. Okay. Because after this, we will go to referendum. And there will be a referendum question. Yes. So I think it is a time for my friends also to put aside politics. The time to play politics will come, and we will do it better.